Hi guys, it's Chasing the Outdoors once again out here, and today I'm going to be showing you a power bait and bottom rig for trout. This rig is very simple, very easy to use. Um, yeah, so let's just show you guys the rod first. This is just a simple ready to fish rod. It has all the things right there. If you want to look up this rod and the same rod that I'm using, there it is. You can pause the video and just look at it that way. I have a Bass Pro Shops Mega Cast reel on here. It's a combo for bass. I use it for bass. Put it on here, put some 6 pound on it for my main line. Goes all the way up to my bullet weight, which is free sliding on my line, so it can go down. And if this gets stuck in a rock, I won't lose a fish because all my line can just go right through it. I have a little clacker bead that protects my knot. So you can get these. You buy the packages like the Eagle Claw hooks. They come with a tiny little like clear bead, and you could just put that on there. I like to bang my weight on there a few times just so that bead fully engulfs my knot and my knot doesn't slip. Have my barrel swivel, which goes down to my leader, which is 4 pound test. And then I have a pretty big circle hook. I like using a lot of bait, especially up here. I'm fishing in very high pressure water. I'm fishing at Tippy Dam, which is just around the corner. And here in Michigan, we have a lot of just natural trout, and natural trout love worms, and a lot of it. So I can go out there, and in one day, I can go out there with the same exact rig, catch a whole bunch of trout and a whole bunch of bluegill, sunfish, smallmouth, goby. Well, gobies isn't really what I'm going out there for, but you'll still catch a lot of those. Kind of annoying. But there's also some walleye out there, and I've caught walleye out there. But anyway, basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look for like rocks coming off, or you see bubbles in the water. You want to cast into the bubbles, because what happens is trout will hang out on the outside of the bubbles. And it's just kicking up air there, so they have a lot of oxygen. And what they do is they swoop into the fast current, and they get their food that way. And they swoop back out. So they'll end up swooping in, grabbing your bait. Your weight will just slide. Then once you feel them tap, set the hook, your weight will slide back, and you just have an instant hook set. And this is like a trocar hook. These are very, very nice hooks. These are very sharp and very durable. So these things, I've never had one of these break on me. When you go out and you start buying the cheaper hooks, they tend to break. I've probably broken, like I bought a pack of 50 hooks for $4. I ended up breaking like half of the hooks in the first cast of every one. So yeah, if you want to buy in bulk, go ahead. And plus, beginner trout fishermen, you don't really need anything too fancy. I'm not using a fancy rod at all. I could go and grab my big ultralight, and it really wouldn't be the same though, because you can use this rod. So basically, we're down here at this lake. This lake has no trout, sadly, but there's a river. And today, we are not going down to the river, just not the day for it. But in an up and coming video, we'll be showing you how to fish this and exactly where to fish this and what I'm talking about in the river, down at the river. I'm wearing Crocs. So if you're just starting out, you want to just go out there, have some fun. You're not worried about getting wet or anything. Buy yourself some Crocs, put on some shorts, and just go out there and wet wade. I would recommend that in the summer when the water's nice and warm.